Welcome back to another episode of PNR Pick and Roll. It's your boy, Preston Harvey, man. And today we got a special topic to talk about, man. Hopefully all you guys ready, man. Everybody tune in, call your boys, man. Let's get it on, man. So there's been a lot of controversies going around, not only the NBA family, but also commissioners, GMs, and just the general viewers. A lot of people are for the NBA starting July 31st, and a lot of people are against it, even though it's going to resume the 31st in Orlando with 22 teams, a different format, how they've been doing it. But a lot of people are coming out saying that they rather the league not start due to everything that's going on, things more important like the protesting, the police brutality, things like that, and also COVID-19. But then some people are actually saying, no, we need the league to start so it could take their minds off certain things. And just the NBA needs to start, so they could win another championship or just something to keep the viewers' attention, I guess you could say. And also the money issue. Players are complaining that, some people need the money. They're not as rich as certain players who have all these endorsements and all these deals. So there's been a lot of talk going around. And personally, I would love to see the NBA restart the 31st because, I'm all for, LeBron getting another ring and just something to watch on TV, even though I don't personally watch too much TV. But LeBron winning the ring saying, this is for Kobe, rest in peace Kobe, and for all the black people who went through all these hard times. I feel like that would be a wonderful moment. I feel like that would just touch everybody in a certain way, and it would just be good for not only the black community, but just the NBA family. But on the other hand, I also understand where these other players are coming from, saying that they don't want the league to resume because of the virus and because of the protests and what's been going on with the police brutality and white privilege and stuff like that. Because the virus is still out there. Many people are going to clubs, going out, having fun, not wearing their masks, trying to, have fun and stuff. And they're not realizing that the virus isn't gone yet. We don't have a cure for the virus yet. But people are just tired of being in quarantine for so long that they just think, they just decided, hey, the virus isn't there anymore. Let's go have fun and go partake in our normal activities. So definitely that's one of the reasons why I understand why they shouldn't start the NBA league yet. But also the protesting, I feel like it's definitely time that we all stand up as a people. Like the protesting that's going on right now, I'm all for it as long as you have your mask on. But I feel like black people as a community, we have had so much over the past 100 years, like all the oppression that we have went through, all the countless lives that have died for no reason. Like police have just been killing black young men, older men, just black men, period, for no reason. Like I think we had enough in this time. We stand up for ourselves. So I just want to bring up some quotes from NBA players and what they've been saying about it. So Kyrie Irving, a Brooklyn Nets all-star, superstar, and former NBA champion, came out and said, I don't support going to Orlando. I'm not with the systematic racism and the bull. Something smells a little fishy. I'm willing to give up everything I have for social reform. And Kyrie's been one of the main people who's been going out, and projecting his voice to be heard. And then Steven Jackson, a former NBA champion, and, activist, I guess you could say, he was good friends with George Floyd, came out and he said about Kyrie Irving's statement, he understands this moment and how big this is. He's called me crying. So that's just showing how deep Kyrie feels about this situation, how willing he's to stand that and say, no, we do not need to resume the NBA. We need to focus on what's going on in life right now. That's affecting not only their lives, but everybody else's lives. It's affecting everybody. But then you have people like Patrick Beverley saying that, hoopers say what y'all want, but if LeBron James, said he's hooping, then we're all hooping. It's not personal, it's only business. So I definitely understand, Patrick Beverley, he's a competitor. He's one of the hardest competitors I've seen in the league, like these past couple of years. He goes at everybody no matter who you are, how tall you are, how big you are, what size you are. So he's a person, by his competitive standpoint, he definitely understands that, we got to go out there and play ball. And he's willing to do that, but he's also willing to protest and do stuff like that. Another person, Austin Rivers, son of Coach Doc Rivers, said, I love Kyrie's passion towards helping his movement. It's admirable and inspiring. But canceling or boycotting a return doesn't do that. Guys want to play and help provide change. So I guess by what he's saying is that he's willing to play and also help the change on the side. Like he's willing to do both of them at the same time. That you don't need to prolong the season and just like cancel it as a whole. You can do both of them. But then LeBron James' teammate, Lakers shooting guard Avery Bradley said, sitting out doesn't directly fight systematic racism, but it does highlight the reality that without black athletes, the NBA wouldn't be what it is today. And I feel like that is a powerful quote because not trying to be, that guy, but the NBA would not be what it is without African Americans or black people. It just wouldn't. I'm not gonna lie. Like black people, we take up a majority of the league and we are a strong part of the league. Like we're what helped it grow. We're what helped it get to where it is at today. So I completely agree with what he's saying. But personally, I do feel like, hey, the league should start, but we definitely it's the time. We have to stand up. Now is now. We have got to do what we have to do to affect change and what's going on with this white privilege and killing people, killing senseless people. Like, there's no point in some of these killings that have been going on.
And I'm having a special guest on the show today, man. You guys get it up for my good friend, man, Daniel Gentry. He's going to come in and spit some knowledge real quick. So you guys give him a round of applause and a warm welcome. To you, Gentry.
What's up, all my podcasters? My name is Daniel Gentry, and Preston, I want to thank you for having me on the Talk Zone today. I am deeply honored to be here and be able to get my insight on these NBA players and their issues through this coronavirus pandemic and why they refuse to come back and play. So I'm siding with the players on this one, being that I'm a former athlete. Just knowing that basketball, football, whatever we're talking about, is all about the competition. And to try to bring the NBA back in July and only having a certain amount of teams that's going to be competing, that's no fun for the NBA players, especially being that we have a pandemic going on right now, if you haven't heard of the coronavirus. And a lot of players feel like coming out here just to entertain someone else is putting their own health at risk. It's only about putting your health at risk, but a lot of these players feel like this is the best time for them to take advantage of all the free time and spend time with family and increase or better improve their health. Not to try to take over somebody else's podcast. Thank you, Preston, for having me again on the Talk Zone. And let's swing it back to you, man.
And I just want to throw in a quote that Clippers point guard / shooting guard Lou Williams said. To me, this is a powerful quote as well. We are fighting for radical change. Sports has been a healing factor. In this climate, it's a distraction. You're dying to get back in your house and drink a beer and watch us hoop, opposed to being outside fighting for your equality. I feel like that's also a powerful quote added to what's everything going on. Because people are just willing to just sit back and watch us play basketball while all this stuff is going on and be blind to what's going on outside. So thanks for tuning in to another episode of PNR Pick and Roll. It's your boy, Preston Harvey. Thanks for tuning in and see you next time.